It's been a while since I've done a little bit of a garden and flower update, but there's not really been much going on because we've had such a hot summer that a lot of my stuff hasn't survived. And our monsoons have been like pretty much non-existent. But some of these things on this one side, because this gets afternoon shade, have pretty much started to just come back a little bit. I had planted a ton of sunflowers. They all came up. Something has come in here and eaten all of them. It's like totally heartbroken. But anyway, there's this side garden. I'll show you some of the front and then my big garden. Here's the front. I've actually had to clean all of these out. They were full of weeds and overgrowth. This is my front porch. A lot of these flowers are starting to do well in some of the plants. My climbing rose is kind of out of control. I have a hollyhock that's coming back. Big rosemary. This rosemary and the other one I actually brought with me from northern Arizona, and they transplanted really well. Over here are just some flowers that I actually just transplanted, and these things have actually survived the summer. But anyway, let me show you my main garden. Before we go to my main garden, we had actually put in this planter box this spring, and I planted lots of plants in it that kind of would repel mosquitoes and stuff. There is a lavender there, citronella, I have sage, more rosemary, and pretty much just duplicated the same thing on this side. Those actually have survived this summer because they do get a lot of shade. But let me go show you my main garden. It's pitiful. A lot of stuff really suffered terribly. I have a couple tomato plants here and two here. Over here, my zucchini and yellow squash actually have tried to come back to life. This is a tomato plant that actually survived the summer. I trimmed it back and there's a bunch of little blooms, some new little growth on it. In here, I actually do have some zucchini in there and yellow squash. These are two new tomatoes I just transplanted. This bed is all my asparagus and strawberries, and they have just kind of hung on for the summer. Cucumber is actually still producing. It's a lemon cucumber. A new one just popped up there. And of course, basil, all my peppers. And then over here, I don't really have much going on over here. I just kind of let them go. There was some onions that were left in there from the summer. That's actually a pumpkin that has popped up. Some arugula. I planted that in spring and it's just now coming up. And then the rest of this is just peppers, some tomatoes, and some herbs. But as you can tell, the summer has been really, really rough on my place. I'm sure it has been yours too. And our monsoons were pretty much non-existent. I didn't get any rain this season.